Hello, what's good with it? Chocolatiers back with another video today. Reviewing Bad Boys Ride or Die. Every time I say this title, I almost want to say For Life, which was the title of the last one, because this is the fourth Bad Boys movie. Now, if you're a fan of the Bad Boys franchise, just want to go and get this out here. This is a good movie. Subscribe, like for more. You can cut out if you're a fan of Bad Boys. Now, if you want to stay for my thoughts of the movie, this is what you're here for. The meat and bones, right? The non-spoiler. Just telling you what you're in for, okay? So, Bad Boys Ride or Die follows the pretty much direct plot from the last film, because the captain of theirs from the old movie, I believe he's in the other ones. I'm trying to remember now. I pretty much, the only Bad Boys movie that's like in my head is Bad Boys 2 and then the last one. I don't know why I'm blanking out the original. I hate that too. I'm going to go back and watch it. But the captain's being framed, and it's not really nothing new that you're seeing, because, you know, of course, the two main characters, you got Mike, played by Will Smith, and you got Marcus, played by my boy, the GOAT, Martin Lawrence. And both of them are on, you know, like you got the stuff where it's like on the run, like, oh man, they're dirty. And once again, it's kind of one of those goofy things where, you know, in all these movies like this, because I know Mission Impossible did it recently in the last couple movies, where it's like, this person or these group of people that have been good and been doing what's right and been, you know, saving our lives, we hate them now, and they're dirty. They've been dirty the whole time. And so it's definitely got goofy stuff like that, but who gives a damn? Okay, this is Bad Boys 4, by the way. Hope we get a 5 soon, because I heard this movie's making money, as it should be. Black excellence, okay, for sure. So I really just want to get into the stuff I liked in the film, which is pretty much everything. So I thought the story was really good. I thought the pacing was really good. The action scenes is what really gets me. You have my boy, I'm not going to spoil it, but my boy Reggie, that's the MVP of the whole movie. Dude pretty much barely talks, just like he has in the previous films. I know he shows up in Bad Boys 2, I think it was his first one, and then the last movie. But he's just so funny. Like, there's like scenes with him in this film that are just so funny, and I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it's just great to see him. I love his character. But the standout for me, honestly, was Will Smith's son, Armando. Armando showed up in the last film, if you don't remember. He's actually the one that killed the captain. And so I like that presence there, because you have all these different like all these different forces in the film, because you have Mike and Marcus, and, you know, the son, and then you have the bad guys, and then you have over here in this corner, they actually introduce the captain's daughter, who's a U.S. Marshal, and it's played by a homegirl from not Breaking Bad, but Better Call Saul. And I really, really enjoyed her character, and I really liked all the dynamics, because everybody's in it for something. You know, you have Mike and Marcus trying to clear the captain's name and their own name. Meanwhile, you've got all these other people jumping above and beyond trying to get them. And I really thought it was really good seeing, like I said, Armando, back to him, because he has that cool karambit scene from the last movie, so he's out here doing badass action. And this is just one of those type of movies where you just have a good time in theaters. Like, you know, even though it's rated R, take the kids to it, dude. Take the children to it. Show them what a good movie is, okay? In a year where we've had Imaginary, Kung Fu Panda 4, okay, Night Swim, one of the worst movies ever made, it's just nice. It really is. It's nice to sit down here. Like, even like that, one of my favorite movies this year is I Saw TV Glow. But even that's a big metaphor. You gotta think. Like, this is like one of those movies where you sit down and you just watch an incredible performance by two talented black actors, okay? And it's awesome. Now, the big thing I really want to get into with this review is the action scenes. I've been seeing it go around on Twitter and on TikTok, the scene where Will Smith and them, like in the trailer, where you see like the gun flip or whatever. So he's carrying like a camera on him, and he flips it and stuff. And I was like, "Ooh, that's really cool." So I wonder how it's going to work in the movie, and it works out very excellent. Okay, there's so much great camera work from the first person POV shots to, you know, like I said, like stuff like throwing the gun, like, oh man, I'm out of ammo, you know, stuff like that. And at first I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. I remember like the first shot they do it because they try to test it early on in the movie. And I was like, I don't know if I like this. Kind of like hardcore Henry, but it's kind of weird because they have never done this in a Bad Boys movie before, at least one that I can remember. But it works out for the best. I think it provides, you know, a close personal look with these characters as if you're not even that. I'm like, you're already personal with them, okay? Because we follow, this is the 4th film. But it's just a movie that I just had a whole lot of fun with. I think all the characters are great. I think the action scenes are ecstatic. Like, even if you're watching this movie, let's say you don't like the story, let's say you're like, oh, I've seen this 100,000 times in cop movie shows. This action, that's what you're in for. The only thing I feel like they're missing is like a major like car chase, but really and truly, you really don't even need that. I think it's awesome. I think it's one of my favorite Bad Boy movies for sure. I actually think it's better than the last one, which I thought would be hard to do because I really love the last one. But I think even though this one has a weaker villain, because I think that the villain in the last one had more of like a personal relationship. Especially with Mike, because you know that was his ex, and that's how he had his son, you know, and stuff. This villain is just kind of there. I like him. I like the guy that plays him. I've seen him in stuff before, but outside of that, his motivations are just kind of whatever. Like they really skim over him. They don't really get into his character, and I really kind of hate that because the beginning of this film they set him up to be like a force to be reckoned with. But outside of that, though, great time of the movies. I think you guys should definitely go check it out. I was glad to see that my theater was fully packed. When I came out of my showing, I guess the next showtime was going to be even more packed than that because there was a line out the door for it. And I'm just glad to see this. I'm glad to see that the franchise like this is still holding true, because if you listen to social media, they're like, oh, Will Smith. Now shut up, okay? We were here to represent, okay? And so with that, stay tuned. I will be having reviews on The Hitman and what else did I fucking watch? I almost forgot because this movie was that good. And The Watchers, okay? Please like and subscribe. We're trying to grow to 100 subscribers. I'm hoping that maybe with this review and the next couple, hopefully we can pass that. I'm trying to upgrade some stuff, so we're going to get better lighting up in here, better touch-ups. You probably hear this loud-ass fucking air. I apologize, okay? It's hot as hell. I'm a big black man. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to get that fixed, too. But outside of that, if you want good reviews, you want good content from a young, strong black man, please subscribe. And with that, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
I love my popcorn. Movies, popcorn.